Okay, it's 8 o'clock. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. My little mic thing is not indicating that the sound is coming through. Can you guys hear me? Pop out dashboard. What does that mean? Excellent. Excellent. Current viewers, one. Okay, we got somebody on here. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. What's up, guys? Oreo cookies, hoo hoo, or woohoo. What's going on? So you guys can hear me good? You guys can hear me good, right? All right, guys, welcome to my very first live stream. This is Marky Mark, North Carolina. And you guys have to forgive me because I'm drinking coffee and I'm eating bread with some orange jelly. They have a lot of orange jelly here in the Philippines. So, guys, this is my very first live stream, man. I'm excited. Okay, you guys can hear me. Fantastic, fantastic. I want to welcome Joe in the Philippines. What's up, Joe? Who else we got here? Slim Young. Slim Young. Hey, man, what's going on? What's going on? I am in Dipolog, which is on the island of Mindanao, guys. I'm here in my studio apartment, and I got up about 6:30 this morning, man. I was so excited to talk to you guys. Yeah, I was fired up, man. Took my bath and got all. I don't know why I tried to get all sweet smelling because you guys, this is not smell-o-vision. You guys can't smell me, but I just feel good like this, right? I just feel good. I used to do the same thing when I did Zooms in business years ago. Who else we have here? Professor, what's going on, man? Thank you so much. Cajun USMC. Is that the United States Marine Corps? All right, man. Thanks for protecting us. I know everybody says thank you for your service. I years ago I started saying thanks from the bad guys out there. So thank you so much, man. All right, keep going. I appreciate that, man. Sometimes it gets tough, but I love this mess, man. I love it. Oreo Cookies said, DePolo, you picked up a great area. Yeah, I love DePolo, man. Uh, it's a nice city. It's a small city, lots of beautiful people, and let me be specific, even beautiful women of all ages. They're very conservative, but I like that, right? Um, uh, Easy to network with people. People are open to talk to you and give you advice on things. The boulevard there, the right 3 minute walk that way to the boulevard, right there on the ocean. You guys have seen my videos. I love it, man. Um, I won't say exactly where I live, but I am in a nice spot, a very nice spot. So thanks so much for following me, guys. Who else do we have? The professor says, "Good morning, Mark, from Angeles." Oh, Pampanga. Okay. Of course, I've never been there. I don't know that I'll go to Angeles City now that I have a partner. Don't know if I need to be hanging around Angeles City. I'm a pretty strong guy, but sometimes I'm kind of weak. So, but yeah, Angeles City. I've seen 100 videos on Angeles City. I love it, guys. When I was sitting on my bed in North Carolina or sitting on the sofa watching videos with my dad, who's like 88 years old right now. I think he's 88. And hi, Dad, if you happen to watch this, Dad, this is my first live, Dad. I'm actually talking to people live. So, but y'all, my dad enjoys my videos and everything. So, thanks, guys. Rabbit Squirrel, how's it going? A rabbit says he enjoys watching my happiness. Man, I had somebody that said I was faking it. They said I was faking it. They just don't know my story. I'm telling you. I am not faking it, guys. I've been here this is Monday morning here. Of course, yesterday was Sunday. And as of yesterday, I've been in the Philippines 90 days. And I'm going to share with you guys some things that I've learned while I've been in the Philippines. And for any of you, first of all, if you're in the Philippines, like a few of you are, the from Professor, he's already in Pampanga. So you guys can kind of back me up, agree or disagree with what I'm going to say in this live. But I'm going to share some things that I've learned. I'm going to give you guys some warnings and things. And I used to do LDR, long distance relationship, ever since 2006, 2007. I've been doing LDR with ladies from the Philippines. So I've talked to women all over the whole Philippines, guys. I'm a very experienced LDR. Some might say I was a very experienced simp, okay? I don't get offended by the word simp because we all got to learn, right? But I calculated the other day how much money I've sent to the Philippines. Yeah, okay, to these different women, and I got a soft heart, y'all. I don't know if you can tell. I got a soft heart, man. If your story gets me weak, man, I'm like, okay, how much you need, baby? How much you need, right? And man, I looked at all the thousands of dollars I've contributed to the Philippine economy since 2006. And if you guys don't know, MySpace, it all started on MySpace. I don't know if y'all remember MySpace. Excuse me, guys, I'm hungry and I took my medication and I didn't get a chance to eat, so I apologize. All right, let me see what, yeah, oh, there's good food in Angeles City. Okay, okay. I see the laughing emoji. Maybe I need to go for the good food, man. I love me some good sisig. I love me some good adobo. I love me some good what them things called? My girlfriend brings them to me. Lynn brings them for breakfast. And enchilada, ananada, something like that. Yeah, okay. I might go, man. I might go to Angeles City. Slim Young. How's it going, Slim Young from Illinois? Diana Richardson. That's my old buddy Diana. What's up, Diana? Me and Diana used to do network marketing together. Well, not really together, but we were in the same company at one time. Man, Diana, I didn't know you were going to jump on here. That is a pleasant surprise. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Diana Richardson. I hope all's going well with you. I don't know if you're still involved with other companies or not, but you know I wish you all the best. A lot of people have asked me, do I miss that industry? I really don't, because I enjoyed myself while I was there. I had my time while I was there. I had my moments in the sun, and that was that part of my life. I've moved on now to the Philippines, just enjoying my retirement, helping people. You know, I was chatting with my sister Lois this morning, just a few minutes ago, and she's looking at starting a YouTube channel. And I said, well, I definitely can mentor you in that aspect, because she's been messing around on TikTok for years now and hasn't made any money, hasn't really gained any traction. Excuse me. So, okay, Oreo Cookie said, I saw the video of you eating that balloon. Oh my good, yeah. Oh, and guys, I have a 90-second delay on the comments because this is my first time doing live stream on YouTube. So I didn't know how many people were going to jump on or whatever. And I didn't want the comments coming in so fast that I would miss somebody. So if you put in a comment and then you're trying to put in another comment and it's not taking it, just be patient because I've got it set up on 90 seconds, okay? After 90 seconds, you'll be able to make another comment. Just want to let you guys know that so you don't think that there's moderators blocking you or anything. I wouldn't do that. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that balut, man. That was, look, I'm going to give the people what they want. You guys wanted to see me eat balut. My Facebook followers wanted to see me eat balut. All my hundreds of Filipino friends back in the United States, they kept saying, you got to eat balut, man. You got to eat balut. So I said, okay. I gave in. I said, okay, I'm going to eat balut. All right. But then the plot thickened, okay? The plot thickened. Now they're putting numbers on the balut. You need to eat balut 16. You need to eat balut number 18. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What is it? What are all these numbers, right? And then they told me that hold on, guys. I'm getting a notification on my phone. Oh, it's in Visayan, guys, so I can't read it. I don't know what it is. I don't offshore, because I know we had an earthquake last night. Not here, but not about 200 miles from here. There was an earthquake. I don't see the word tsunami, so that's good. Oh no, there it is, tsunami. Can y'all see that? Is there anybody out there that speaks Visayan? Can you please tell me what that says? Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, and if you speak Visayan, tell me what this means. But I do see the word tsunami on there. It says tsunami mulasa dagagna. What is that? Nakaharap sa offshore. Sarangani. I guess that's the place, Sarangani. So there is a tsunami an extreme tsunami warning. Okay, that's live, guys. This is live here, man. I don't know how close all this stuff is to where I am, but isn't that cool? I mean, it's not cool, but sharing it with you guys live. But if any of y'all read that and you know what it means, let me know. I just need to know if a tsunami is possible right here in DePolo, because they've never had a tsunami here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, but anyway, guys, so I ate balut. More people were saying eat balut number 18, and it's the days that the duck is developed in the egg. That's what that meant. So 18 days, 16 days, blah, 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 right? So Lynn actually ate balut number 16. And those balutes number 16 were juicy. She was sipping the juice out of the eggshell, putting vinegar and salt on it like that. So I started panicking because I was like, I don't want to eat no juice coming off of a 16-day developed duck. Mine was more developed. Those extra 2 days, balut number 18. But mine had feathers, eyeballs, wings, beak. That's what I spit out. When I crunched into that, it just messed with my mind, guys. It messed with my mind. I was I spit that beak out. But that was a fun experience. I know you say you love this is Cajun USMC. He said, I know you love sisig. If you haven't tried chicken sisig, yeah, that's the one I eat. Chicken. No, I eat pork sisig. But I imagine chicken sisig would be pretty good. No. I have eaten chicken sisig at not McDonald's. At KFC, I eat chicken sisig. They have chicken. But my favorite is right down the road here, about a 2.5 minute walk. I have, they have the best sizzling pork sisig with rice. That's what it's called, sizzling pork sisig. So you know, back in the States, like when you go to like a nice restaurant or whatever, they got like that iron plate that they put inside that wood encasement, right? They put the iron plate inside the wood, and the waiter brings it to you holding the wood, right? And you can hear and see the food sizzling hot, like, okay? That's the way they serve their sizzling pork sisig. The egg is cooked just right. It's not too hard. It's a little bit runny, but not too runny. I guess that would be over easy or whatever. Oh my God, y'all. And you just mix that rice with it a little bit. That sizzling pork cooked to perfection. So good. And it's only 85 pesos, the perfect amount. And it's only 85 pesos. Guys, that's like $1.25. and it's a meal, and I get water with it. Sometimes I cheat and get a drink, a soda or something, but I get water with it. So for about $1.30, I got a whole meal. So the restaurant opened back today because they had death in the family. So they were closed for like a week. But today is the 8th here. So I think it's the 8th here. Let's see. Yeah, today is Monday the 8th. So they're going to open back up today. So I might go get me some sizzling pork sisig today. Yeah, chicken sisig, find it there. It's awesome. My Filipino friend used to make it for you. Okay. Slim Young says, I'm no longer doing any network marketing, totally retired. Me too. Network marketing was great, man. It partially made me who I am. I keep that positive attitude. I learned how to network. And when I talk about some things that I've learned here in the Philippines, actually, that's one of them. I'll go ahead and touch on one of them right now. And I'm looking at my notes down here, guys. And that's one of them is use your skill of network marketing and networking here in the Philippines. Because I learned off of hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos when I was back in North Carolina that don't just depend on Facebook Marketplace to find things. Don't just depend on, stuff like that. You need to get out there and talk to people. You need to make, I don't want to say friends with everybody, but you need to make nice acquaintances and be nice to everybody. Smile, be attractive to everybody. And they'll start telling you little hole in the wall places that you as a foreigner or me as a foreigner would have never gone to, right, guys? If you're in the Philippines, say yes or no if you agree with me or not. But when you start meeting some of the locals, they'll start telling you about places that you never, if you're looking for an apartment like I was, I would have never found this nice studio apartment if it wasn't for networking and being nice to people. I was nice to a gentleman and his family at Jollibee over 2 months ago. And because of my kind act to that family that I didn't even know, he found me. I don't know how he did. He found me on the boulevard. And he says, do you remember who I am? And I didn't remember, right? Then he took off his hat. Then I remember. And so he sat down beside me and we became friends. And he says, brother, is there anything I can do for you? He was so appreciative of what I did for his wife and kids. He said, brother, is there anything I can do for you? I said, no, not really. I said, I'm living over here at the hotel and I need to be moved out by tomorrow. So I'm looking for a place to stay, pretty urgent. And he goes, He says, I know somebody that may have an apartment. He says, and he told me his name and all. He says, you need to take a look at it. And long story short, guys, he came and picked me up on his motorcycle the next morning, brought me over to meet his friend that owned the apartment. I met his friend. His friend interviewed me. His friend is my landlord now. He's actually from Florida, but he's a Filipino. He was born and raised right here in Dipolog. And he had one studio apartment in his business office, in his commercial building. And I got it. I'm the only resident, other than him, only resident in this building. So guys, I'm on the 3rd floor. Nobody bothers me. I'm looking out the window here towards the boulevard here at the other buildings around. I can't see the ocean from here, but I can see way across. Perfect, man. I love it. So network. Do something. I have a motto that I do, guys, and that is I want to do 1, not 5, not 3. I want to do at least one kind gesture towards somebody or an animal per day. One kind gesture per day. And that one kind gesture got me this nice studio apartment. So yeah, networking. That's what I learned. Network with everybody. Be nice, smile. Yeah. All right, let me catch up on my comments. I know you love, okay, I'm no longer network marketing. Okay. Professor says most of us here are subscribers, Mark. Oh, thank you, man. Thanks, everybody. Looks okay. I see the little crown there. I guess that means subscribers. Guys, I'm learning on the fly. I've done 1,000 Zooms and Periscope and Facebook Lives. Never done YouTube. This is my first YouTube Live. So help me out, guys. I've watched so many people, but help me out because I want to make sure I do right by y'all. And I apologize again for eating my breakfast. But I don't want my medicine to start making me sick. So yeah. Vince Lawson. Hello, Vince. Vince said, have you ran in Getchy down there? Getchy. Have you ran in Getchy down there? Or do you live in different cities? Okay, I don't know what Getchy means. Is that a city or I don't know what Getchy is, or is it Geechee? I don't know, but so or do you live in different cities? Okay, so I don't know what Geechee or Getchy means, but I don't live in different cities. No, I live here in DePolog. DePolog is my home, but I travel to different cities to vlog. I'm an experienced vlogger. I share with you my experiences. So most of the time I vlog in DePolog, or I may have a talking head conversation with you guys because I have a million thoughts bouncing around in my head all the time. Or I go to the beach, or I show you festivals. Last night I showed you my trike ride from my girlfriend's house, my girlfriend's apartment to my apartment. I showed you most of it. I didn't show you where I actually live, but I cut it off right before the trike driver pulled up and I get out. But so I live in DePolog, but I do travel to different cities. I'm also going to go to another island. I'm going to go to Dumaguete. I'm going to be going to Cebu, things like that. So yeah. Okay. And whenever your 90 seconds passes by, Vince, whenever your 90 seconds pass by, you can put another comment in and you can tell me what Geechee is or what Getchy is. I think that's Getchy. I don't know what Getchy is. So educate me, help me out, okay? All right. Cajun says, I tried Balut 3 times in Busan, Korea with Filipino friends, then in Qatar with Filipino friends, and in Angeles City with a bunch of bar girls. Okay. Hated it every time. You must didn't hate it too much because you kept on trying it. But in your defense, I'm going to laugh at you, but now I'm going to defend you, okay? For everybody that doesn't understand. In your defense, I know what you're saying. Now, I did a one and done with that. Everybody says, are you going to do it again? No, I'm not. Are you going to do a 16? No, I'm not. Just like when I did the 3,003 steps. If you all watched that video, actually it was a 2-part video on 3,003 steps, right? One and done. But the thing is, these Filipino women, these Pinays have a way. I don't know if it's their eyes, their smile, the way they smell, their skin tone, that long, black, pretty hair. I don't know what it is, but they can convince you to do almost anything. There's been 3 or 4 things that I've done. I don't tell y'all all of them, but there's 3 or 4 things that I've done since I met Lynn, since me and Lynn started dating, officially dating on April the 18th. That's our monthsary, right? That's our monthsary. The 18th of each month is our monthsary. Ever since then, Lynn has got me to do at least 3 things that I never thought about doing. But when she keeps on saying, come on, do it. I don't know. I don't know how these Pinays do it. But they can make a man. It's kind of like Adam and Eve in the garden. If that was a true story, but Adam and Eve, right? Adam had it made, man. Adam had it made. But somehow Eve convinced him to eat that fruit, to bite that fruit. Adam had everything he could have wanted, man. He could even run around naked and not be ashamed. His girl, Eve, could run around naked and not be ashamed. You run around naked, And then, you know, you kind of get horny, man. You could just run behind an oak tree and go ahead and get your horny off, right? And nobody would say anything because that was his girl. But then she said that forbidden fruit, she got convinced, and then she went to her boy Adam. And Adam like, nah, man, you know we can't do that. Eve, we got it, we got everything we want. And Eve was like, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, just one bite. For me, just one bite, baby. Yeah. Crunch, right? Crunch. And it was over. Okay. So yeah, I was in your defense. These women, especially these Panay women, can make you do anything, man. So yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. What's that dude that plays basketball, the shooter, lethal shooter? He said, I understand it now, right? Yeah, I understand it now. Oh yeah, guys, I'm just having fun with you. Let's see. Okay, here's the next. Cajun said, yeah, the sizzling pork sisig is great with an egg drop on tip. Yes, yes. Rabbit says, bro, this is Boyd. Boyd, is that you? That is you. That's your profile pic. I see it now. It's kind of small on my screen. My man, Boyd, we went to high school together, y'all. Boyd, I play clarinet. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to be buying a brand new clarinet right here in DePaulo. I'm going to practice first, and then you guys are going to get to see me play. Boyd, I'm pulling out the net, baby. I'm pulling out the C net, and I'm going to be jamming some song. I don't know what I'm going to play, Boyd. But y'all, Boyd, we used to kill it on the saxophone. I don't know if Boyd still plays, but if I remember correctly, Boyd played saxophone. But my man Boyd, man, thanks for jumping on my live. Boyd said, did you get your documents straightened out? Okay, I can only say, I can't say but so much. Let me just say it's getting taken care of. I'm not allowed to talk about that, but let's say it's getting taken care of. Your boy is going to have his documents real soon. That's all I can say, okay? But thanks for asking. Bro Fessor said, eat. Oh, don't mind us, brother. Oh, oh, hey, man, let's have some fun together. Okay, Vince said, Geechee Lions. 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 There's no, is there lions in the Philippines? Well, I guess there are lions somewhere. Maybe on other islands. I don't know about lions in Mindanao. Maybe there are. I don't know. I think your original question was, did I run with them? And the answer is no. Okay. If you're talking about real lions, no. The answer is no. Guys, I can't even see my likes on here. Maybe I don't know where to look. But if you're watching this, hit the like button. I don't even know if it helps me out by hitting the like button, but hit the like button. I think because I'm not monetized yet, guys. So I'm doing this for free, but I think I did qualify for like you could send a super sticker or a super chat or something like that for like 99 cents or $4.99 or $1, whatever. So if y'all see that on your thing and you want to help your boy out, with my vlogging and stuff, yeah, you feel free to do that. Okay, I don't see anything on here, but I know from watching other people's live, I've seen people get super sticker, blah blah blah, whatever. I'm going to learn more about this, guys. I'm doing this on the fly, right? All I know is I had the personality to do lives, so yeah, inspire, entertain, and educate, right? Okay, so thanks for watching, Boyd. Professor, eat, don't mind it. Okay, Vince said Geechee Lions. Okay, Cajun said from your networking comments, the Filipino people never forget. I sponsored my driver's son's ninth birthday party in. I see what you're saying because of the networking, right? In 2012 in the Makati area. bought water guns for the kids and food for a party. Yeah, the Filipino people are some of the most appreciative people, and they don't forget anything, especially if you do a kind gesture for them, they remember you. Yeah, they definitely remember you. So, because because I chose to do the kind gesture with that family that one time, it's already opened up several doors for me. Already has opened up several doors for me, including taking care of that situation that Boyd was talking about, including that situation that Boyd was referring to. The way I'm taking care of that is all started from that kind gesture in Jollibee that got me to this studio apartment, that eventually got me to the right people of influence, of power, to help me take care of the situation, if y'all know what I mean. People in high places. And I like people in high places to know who I am, especially when I'm abroad. And if I keep being nice to everybody and kind to people, or you keep being nice to folks and kind to folks, and you start networking with people in high places that can make things happen off of a phone call, it's like a safety net for me. It's like a safety net for you. So if anything ever goes down the wrong way, you got that reputation now and that character where people will vouch for you in high places. Oh no, Mark couldn't have done that. I know Mark. He's been to my office. He lives in my apartment. He blah blah blah. Mark would never do that to a Filipino. Mark would never blah 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 to a Filipino, right? And now you got somebody of importance. And that's another thing. Filipinos respect people that are good people in high places. So yeah, just a little side note. All right, let me catch up on my comments. Um, so yeah, Cajun USMC, you're exactly right. And what you did, they'll never forget it. They'll never forget it. And because of that network you have now, if it hasn't already, it'll open up some other doors for you. It's a give and take, guys. Not only will it open up doors for you, but you can even open up doors for them. It works both ways because they love foreigners. Here in the Philippines, they love foreigners and they love bragging to their Filipino friends. Like you all saw that video that I did the other day when I went to Malucan, and that lady saw me vlogging. And she got so excited that she saw a vlogger, and maybe it was because she saw a Black American vlogger. She wanted, and it's not the first time this has happened to me. It's not just children, it's also adults that run up to me and say, "Can I take a picture with you, sir?" Because they friends, I took a picture. I mean, understand, I'm not a star, I'm not famous, but I'm becoming this here in DePaulo. And they like to tell people, "Oh, I got a picture with Marky Mark. I got a picture with Marky Mark." And this week, I'm going to be picking up my business cards. So now, in that same situation, when they want that picture, I'm giving them a business card, and I'm going to show it to you guys when I get it, of course. And it's a simple card, looks very sharp, and it has my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and my email address, and a picture of me. That is going to take me a long way. And when it comes to marketing, Marky Mark. So yeah, there's a method behind the madness. I get a lot of criticism from people all over well, mostly in the United States. But I don't worry about it, guys, because I got a method to the madness. So, all right, let's keep going. Cajun also said, anyway, 5 years I was at a mall near there. 5 years ago, I guess he was saying, I was at a mall near there, and near there, not here. Okay. And he spotted me and remembered me from the birthday party. See? Exactly. They got a mind like their brain is like an elephant's brain. They don't forget anything, man, including the women. So be careful. do right by their women because they don't forget. That's pretty much most women, right? You women on, if there's any women on here, let me know. Y'all don't forget nothing, right? And I've been married 3 times, guys. I've been married 3 times. So this relationship that I'm in with Lynn, first of all, I'm having so much fun, and the happiness that I feel is even more since I met her. But what was I talking about? But because of my 3 previous marriages, I make sure that I do right by her. I make sure that I do the things as a man that I'm supposed to do and just treat her like a queen. Now, I'm not simping anymore, guys, so don't think I'm simping. It's just I'm a romantic, man, and I know I enjoy treating my woman right. And thank God she enjoys treating her man right. So it's one thing to treat somebody right, but it feels like a task. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It feels like, oh my God, that's my obligation. I got to do it. You know, you do it with a smile. But it's another thing to want to do it. And when you want to please your man, or you want to please your girlfriend, that hits a whole lot different. That hits a whole lot different. Yeah, that's a whole different topic. But thanks, man. Yeah, so they don't forget. Okay, Geechee Lyons is a blogger. Okay, you're asking, have I run with Geechee yet? No, I have not. No, I haven't. I haven't met. I don't even know who that vlogger is. Let me make a note. Let me make a note so I can look him up. Is it a he or a her? Geechee. Let me make a note here. G-E, where is it? Geechi. Okay, you put a T in there. So Geetchie. Okay, I'm gonna look him up. There's another YouTube vlogger that I do respect, and her name is Ann. And Ann and I, we're going to collaborate one day, guys. And a lot of people know Ann. Ann is a Filipino lady, and she lives right here in Dipolog. I don't know which one of these houses or apartments she lives in, but she's right here where I am. So we're going to do a collab, me and her, in Dipolog. I don't know when, but it's going to be soon. Possibly, my goal is for us to do it within the next 90 days. But Filipino Vlogger, I believe that's the name of her channel, Filipino Vlogger. So y'all check her out, and I'm gonna see if I can tag her in this. But she's cool. Mark, have you learned that all Filipinos remember what everything costs? I don't exactly know what you mean. They remember what everything costs. I don't know that I can relate to that. Unless you're talking about the vendors, maybe they have all the costs memorized. If that's what you mean, yes. But if that's not what you mean, I don't know what you mean. If that's not what you mean, I don't know what you mean. But yeah. But I do know that they know how much a fare is. Like when I first got here, I have I got several Filipino friends already in the Philippines. And the ones that I trust, I go to them and say, okay, I'm giving an example. I messaged one of my friends, and I also spoke to a couple of other Pinays. I wanted to go from McDonald's, which is a 3-minute walk for me. Again, everything's 3 minutes from me. I wanted to go from McDonald's to the airport, the Dipolog airport. It's not that far, but it's, farther than you want to try to walk. And so but before I contacted my friend, I wanted to ask one of the trike drivers, and they know that I'm a foreigner, right? They know that I'm American. So I walked out because the trikes park all around McDonald's. And so I asked one of the trike drivers, I said, hey, I said, tomorrow I want to go to the airport, or not tomorrow. I just said, I want to go to the airport. Pila, and Pila means how much, right? So just Pila. I think it's P-I-L-A, Pila, or Pila. And so I asked him how much it costs to go from McDonald's to the airport. And without thinking, he said, 100 pesos. I said, oh, okay. I don't want to go right now. I'm going to go tomorrow, but I wanted to know how much it was. You said 100? He said, yeah, say you're 100. Oh means yes. And I said, okay, salami po. Thank you, sir. And I went into the McDonald's and I asked the young lady right there at the cash register. I said, excuse me, ma'am. I said, excuse me. I said, how much pesos, Pila, to take a trike from here to the Dipolog airport? How much? She said, about 30 pesos. I said, how much? She said, 30 pesos, sir. She said, maybe 40, but no more than 40 pesos, but it should be 30 pesos. I said, okay, thank you. Now, how much did the trike driver say? 100 pesos, right? That's that foreign tax, right? So then I messaged one of my Filipino friends. She was actually the receptionist that works at the hotel when I lived at the hotel. I messaged her. I said, Rena, I said, how much pesos from McDonald's to the airport? And she typed in 20 pesos or 30 pesos. So this guy immediately said 100 pesos because he's trying to get more money out of the foreigner. So you got to watch that foreign tax. And I don't know how I got off on that, guys. I don't know, but just know that. Just know that. I'll give you another example. When I landed in Dipolog from Davao City, when I flew from Davao City to Dipolog, which is about an hour flight, is basically up and down, okay? But when I flew from Davao to Dipolog, and the lady that works at the airport, they give out little cards to the foreigners. They give the card to the foreigners. And on the card, I wish I would have kept it. On the card, it tells the foreigner how much to pay to go from the airport if you take a bike, how much to go from the airport to the city center, which is like where I live, the city center, or how much it costs to go there. So I looked at it, and where I was traveling to was 30 pesos. 30 pesos. So I go outside the airport, and all these trike drivers coming up to me. I'm just spitting breakfast all over my computer. And all these trike drivers start coming up to me. Sir, you need a ride, sir. Sir, come to mine. They want me to get on their trike, right? And I'm like, hulatsa, right? Which means wait, hold on, right? Or hulatsa. And so I said hulatsa. And I said, Pila. And when I asked the guy how much from the airport to the hotel, you know what he said? Now, how much did I say on that card that lady gave me so that I know what the pesos was? 30 pesos. 30 pesos. Do you know what that trike driver told me at the airport? As soon as I said, how much? Only 300. Only 300. Yeah. 10 times. And if I wasn't, if I was just one of them foreigners, you know what I'm talking about. When they go to New York City, they've never been to New York, and they're looking at the high rise, right? The suckers, right? If I had not been educated by the lady in the airport, I would have, because 300 pesos is not really that much coming from America. 300 pesos is $5. Okay, $5. And we're more than glad to pay $5 to go from the airport to our hotel, whatever. But you got to think like a Filipino. You're not in America. You're in the Philippines. So that same distance in America would have been $15. I know that because I used to drive for Uber. That same distance in America coming from the airport to that would have been about $15. So imagine if you knew that your trip in America from the airport to your home was supposed to be $15 and they charged you 10 times that. It's a $15 trip, but they charge you $150. Only $150, sir. Come on in, only $150. How are you today? Yeah, I bet how are you today? Well, that 300 pesos, even though the total was just $5, 300, the equivalent of $5. Don't you dare pay that 300 pesos, man. You're messing up the economy here. Would you? That's the question you want to ask yourself. If you're going to pay for a service or you're going to pay for a product here, ask yourself, would I pay this equivalent amount in America? Would I pay the equivalent? So I had to ask myself, from 30 pesos to 300 pesos, 10 times more, would I pay $150 for a $15 trip? That's why you need to know the exchange rate, and you need to know approximately what it would cost in America, and just kind of do that comparison thing. If not, guys, yes, things are cheaper here, but you'll go broke really fast. If you treat it like, oh, I can afford it, you'll go broke really quickly. Little education I just gave you there. All right, let me catch up on my comments. Okay, my friend Boyd said, saxophone, maybe I can save a few pesos. Maybe I can save a few pesos and we can get on the boulevard with a couple of those drummers. Yeah. I've been looking for those reggae. Oh, the drummers from the parade. Okay. But I was looking for those reggae guys, the ones that play reggae. And I haven't seen them. But I'm looking for those reggae guys because I want to not live stream. I want to vlog. I want to vlog it and put it on YouTube. But I can't find them. And they gave me a card, but I'll find them though. I would definitely find them. And yeah, I'm going to be playing my clarinet once I get back in. Hey, Boyd, once I get my armature, right, Boyd? Once I get my armature strong, my sound quality the way I know I can do it, I have no trouble memorizing music. I'm going to play on the boulevard for absolutely free. I'm going to go up on the boulevard, pull out my net, my C net, and I'm going to rock it. And no, they don't have to give me donations. I'm not taking any donation. But, and with the hopes of, because I live here now, with the intentions of one day performing for the people in DePolo. I would love to get on stage and do maybe a 45-minute concert, a solo concert for the people of DePolo, absolutely free. That's what one of my dreams is. Cajun says, it's a double arrow that don't forget bad thing. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, right? It is a two-edged sword, as they say. I got married in DePolo. Really? Who is that? Tiger Man. Tiger Man got married in DePolo. Tiger Man, where in DePolo? Did you get married on the boulevard or did you get married at City Hall? Where in DePolo did you get married? And guys, you know what I think I'm going to do? The next time I do a live stream is I'm going to take that 90 seconds off so that y'all can just comment, because I'm doing pretty good keeping up with everything with a 90-second pause. I think I'm going to just let it run, right? Just let it rip. Tiger Man, I got married in DePolo. Okay. Brent says only is the same to them as Westerners saying total. I used to trip about hearing the word only. Yeah. Only is the same as total. Yeah. Hey, have you all noticed, those of you in the Philippines, have you noticed that the Filipinos, at least in the Visaya area, I don't know about, I've never heard this expression when I went to Luzon. When I was in Luzon and Santa Maria, Locosur, you know, Vigan City and all up in there, I never heard this expression. But in Visayas, and the expression is like when you're talking to someone and you're telling them a story, while you're telling, and this has happened with my girlfriend Lynn, while I'm telling her or telling people this, a story, before, right in the middle of the story, as soon as you take a breath, right? As soon as you take a breath, they go, have you all heard that? Have you all ever heard that? They're saying and, A-N-D, then. In other words, what's next? What's the next part of the story? But they do it while you're telling the story. I can understand if you just stopped talking and didn't say anything, and then they go, and then, right? That's the way we would do it in America. And then, right? Like, don't leave me hanging, right? And then what happened? But here in at least my part of the Philippines, you're telling the story like that story I told you about a few minutes ago, right? I told you the story. And while I'm telling the story, they would go, and then my girlfriend Lynn did it to me last night. I was telling her a story about, well, anyway, I was telling her something that happened yesterday. And I got my arm around her and I'm talking to her, beautiful eye to eye contact. And I'm telling her what happened. And while I'm talking, she goes, and then, right? It's wild, man. And when I first heard, I was like, maybe that's just something that Lynn does, right? But then I hear other people, other Filipinos go, and then, and then, and then, and it's so funny, but it's cool, right? So anyway, yeah. Um, Tiger Man says, Sarah's Place. It is called something else now, I think. Sarah's Place. Oh, it's called something else. Okay. Sarah's Place. What is that near? I may get an idea or maybe walk by there or drive by there. What is it near? I know you got to wait 90 seconds before you can. I'm going to take that 90-second thing off. I don't know if I can take it off right now or not. Yo, let me see if I can take that 90-second thing off. Okay. Let me see if I can take that 90 seconds. I don't want to end my chat. If I do make a mistake and end the chat by mistake, I want to go ahead and thank y'all now for jumping on my very first live, and I appreciate your feedback. And I'm going to do another live real soon, okay? I'm going to do another live real soon. But I want to see if I can take that 90-second timer off. So, but if I lose you, thank you so much for getting on my live. Let me see if I can do that, okay? Y'all use default overlay. The default overlay will provide a countdown. Okay, that's not what I want. Overlay for breaks, overlay. That's not what I want. It's not what I want. Okay, guys. I thought I could find it really quickly, but oh, I see the lights. Okay, there it is. All right. Yeah, guys, hit those like button. Let's see. I'm gonna do one more thing. What is this? Pop out dashboard? No, that's not it. Send feedback. That's not it. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. Don't want to do that. Okay. So, you don't have access to this feature. You don't have access to that feature. Manage. Guys, let me try this. Manage. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay. Anyway, let's get back, guys. I'm sorry. Thanks for watching. Tiger Man said, okay, Sarah's Place. Cajun says, from your area, are there ferries that run to other islands? Yes, there is a ferry. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna look for it. That's a good. I'm just glad you said that. There is a ferry from here to Dumaguete. I haven't seen it yet, the area that I'm supposed to go to, but yes, there is a place nearby that I can go to catch a ferry to Dumaguete, and I think it's like a 3 hour ferry ride, and I think they said it's like an hour or an hour and a half with the what is it called? Fast Cat, the one that goes faster. I don't know that I'm gonna take that one. I don't know. Guys, I'm not a boat person. I couldn't tell you the last time I've been on a boat. I'm not a boat person. Um, but I'm gonna have to take it. Well, I don't have to. I can fly there, but I want to do that experience, the first time getting on a boat or a ship type of thing, right? A ferry. It'd be my first time ever. No, maybe I got on a ferry when I was a teenager, but that was forever ago. But the answer is yes. Um, Tiger says it was south of town, back in a few blocks from the boulevard. Okay. Okay. I know the area that you're talking about. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations for getting married in Tupelo. Brent says, I really appreciated your dedication on those steps. Steps. Oh, you're talking about the 3,003 steps. Okay, Brent. Brent says, when I did the part one, part two of the 3,003 steps. And by the way, if y'all are wondering why my camera is so clear, it's because I actually have it linked to the 1080 Pro. I bought a 1080 Pro when I was in network marketing. You want your picture to be really clear and so forth. So I bought a 1080 Pro because network marketing was my profession back then. And of course, I still have it. So I actually link it up to my live stream here on YouTube so that you guys can get a nice, clear picture of me. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So the 3,003 steps, awesome job. One of my favorite vids. Man, I appreciate that. That 3,003 steps almost killed me, guys. I literally thought I was going to throw up. And because I've been a nurse, I was a nurse for 25 years, I know the signs and symptoms of a heart attack. And truth be told, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I literally was thinking I could have a heart attack here because it was so hot out there. You guys saw that I was profusely, that's one of our nursing words, profusely sweating. Okay? And my heart started pounding. I started getting nauseated. I don't know which steps I was at when this was happening. I think when I got to like 1,500, I believe it was around 1,500 steps, I was getting nauseated, and I knew that I was only halfway there. And yeah, it wasn't good, guys. And so that's why I slowed down. I drank more water. I took more breaks after that, right? So you probably noticed I really took my time on part two. And that was because I felt like could have had a heart attack. I was like, maybe this is too much for my heart. Even though I had practiced by doing those laps around the house in North Carolina, I do squats, I do stretches. I'm practicing all the time. But when it came to really doing, no, was it Brent? Yeah, Brent. Honestly, Brent, the only reason why I finished was because I promised my dad, because we used to watch other YouTubers do those 3,003 steps, and a couple of them didn't make it. They didn't make it. Okay. They turned around, came back. They couldn't get to the top. And here I was, 63 years old, getting nauseated, about to throw up, everything. But I finished it for a couple of reasons. One is I dedicated it to all the people that had neuropathy and neuropathy pain like I have. Number two, me and my dad had watched other vloggers do those or attempt to do those 3,000. I know Gio made it to the top. but we watched other vloggers do it. And I told my dad, I'm going to finish. And I knew my dad was going to watch that vlog. So I had to keep my promise to him. And number two, well, that's number two. My dad, and I dedicated it to the diabetics. And number three, I'm just a determined person, man. I didn't do all that practice for the 3,000 steps to not be able to finish the 3,000 steps. But I had to change up my pattern a little bit when my chest was hurting a little bit. I was getting nauseated. But, oh, I know what number three was. I had to inspire people, right? Entertain, inspire, entertain, and educate. And I wanted to do all three in those 3,003 steps. Thank you, Brent. I'm glad I inspired you. I'm glad that was the purpose of it. That camera is so clear. You almost look like a Sonic. Yeah, this is that 1080 Pro. I actually bought it at Walmart, believe it or not. Walmart had, so you can get it. It's not that expensive. I think at the time that I bought this one, it was about $85, including tax. Including tax, it was about $85. So they're not too bad. But one of my mentors in network marketing, he told me, Mark, your presentations and the way you train people are some of the best in the industry. Not some of the best in North Carolina. He said some of the best in the industry. And one of the best of the company that I was in. But he said your quality of your Zooms, it will make people fall asleep. It will make people not interested because your picture's not sharp. So he recommended that I invest in a 1080 Pro. Or he named a couple other things, but I chose to get the Logi 1080 Pro. So yeah, so thank you so much. I'm glad I'm clear. Professor said I can only do, oh, come on, man, 3,000 inches. Yeah, I know you can do 3,000 steps, bro. It just takes practice. Well, with me, it took practice and the mentality. Really, more than practice, I kind of feel like I would have accomplished it even if I had not practiced. But it's the mentality. Because I'm going to tell you, when you get to about 1,500 steps, you're going to want to quit. And when I say you, I mean you people and me, people, the people, right? Most people, the first time they try, including me, well, I finished the first time, but what I'm saying is most people don't have the mentality to push themselves through the I quit phase. I really believe in those 3,003 steps that the I quit phase is the halfway point. But here's my mentality, guys. My mentality is I got to come back down. And 1,500 times 2 is 3,000. So I went half of the way. That almost killed me. But I still got to go back down. So if I still got to go back down, and my mission was to go to the top, either way it's 1,500 steps. Go to the top. If you need to slow down, slow down. But finish it. Guys, you heard me, you saw my post, and you heard me say one of my original quotes. Your journey is your journey. Respect it, embrace it, and finish it. That's my original quote. Nobody else says that except for the ones that say it because they heard me say it. So I have to live by it. I've got to respect that journey. Marky Mark went 1,500 steps. He got tired, so he went back to the bottom. Well, how far is the bottom? 1,500 steps. What sense does that make, right? So guys, somebody I'm going to end this chat just in a few minutes, but Lynn is supposed to be here at 9:30 and it's 9:05. And she always comes early. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to end the chat right now. I'm going to get up and walk. I'm going to unlock the door so that she can walk right in. Because if she comes early, in case I'm still on here, I don't want to have to get up right in the middle of a thought. I'm going to unlock the door. Okay. So now she can in. Yeah, she can come right in now. Cut this bathroom light off. There we go. So okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, guys. So yeah, Professor says I can only do 3,000 inches. Okay. I just wanna welcome to the chat. Hello. Thank you so much for jumping on. And guys, I promise I will take that 90-second deal off the next time I do a live stream. So my next live stream, I'm trying to get, that's not the same angle that I had, but it's okay. So my next live stream, I don't know when it's going to be, but it will be in June. I am going to do another one in June. Okay, now I need to move because my power, I got to plug in my laptop. So let me change positions, guys. And I'm going to end this live stream really soon because we've been on here for over an hour. Okay, let me plug in my laptop here. All right, there we go. All right, so I don't know when my next live stream is going to be. Land. Thank you, Tiger Man, for encouraging everybody to do a like. Thank you so much, guys. This is always surreal, guys, because I watch and support so many vloggers, YouTubers, and so forth, and I'm always liking and commenting and whatever.